Wait, you're live.
Hello and welcome. Got a little more light this time.
No.
We're coming out of the darkness.
The dark ages.
Yeah.
Be gone.
That's kind of like struggling at work. We're out of it. We're done with that.
Yes. It's a perfect analogy for what I was thinking about today, which is, we are planning a retreat. And in the planning process, we want to share our intuitively guided process of planning something that is business related. People are going to come to it. It's public. It's like not some project we're doing in my closet. You know, people are going to.
You do a lot of projects.
No, actually, I don't. I don't often knit in my closet, but if I did.
No, I'm going to picture you. You're like, oh, I'm just working on something. You're like, must be a big closet.
So we're planning this project. It's called a retreat, right?
Yes.
And it's in November. And this morning, the website, which is kick-ass, by the way, you wait till you see it, took me 3 hours. And that's not an exaggeration.
Right.
I happen to have a server, Kajabi, that has, like, I didn't have to build this myself. So I'm not claiming to do something that magical that, you know.
Right. You're not like coding.
It wasn't coding.
Yeah.
It's a form that I filled in, but I had to fill in the content and have it make sense. It took me like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about, like, well, what is it about that felt so seamless and easy? Because as we build this, things are they're literally just plopping into place. We're not working hard.
Absolutely.
We're working fun. We're not working hard. Like 10 years ago, this same project, I guarantee you, would have taken me weeks. I would have struggled with doubt. I would have struggled with, are these the right words? Does this look okay? Is this really what I want to do? Like,
right.
Oh my God, do I have the wherewithal to actually show up and do this stuff that I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
So we just want to share our ease with you in hopes that you can resonate in an equal frequency with what we're offering.
Right.
Because it's ease and flow.
And inspire yourself, because that's where inspiration comes from, right?
Yeah.
Innerly. To change your paradigm, to not think you have to work hard and also to just be in the flow of things.
Right.
So let's step back just for a second. Let's introduce ourselves. So I'm Kaileen Cox. This is my channel. Hopefully you know a little bit about me, but if you don't, this is your first time. I'm an intuitive medium and spiritual mentor, and my dear friend over here, Allison
Sutter. I am an intuitive, a spiritual mentor. I'm also an author. There you go.
Yes.
There it is. 3 things. Bam, baby. I work with women or people who identify as women on 3 things. Tuning into their intuition, trusting and hearing it, transforming fear every time it shows up, and being their authentic self, because those are the 3 things that after I was just rock bottom in the personal development industry, totally toast, I'm like, what am I going to do?
Right.
So I said, these are 3 things that I want to do, and that I think will help me selfishly. So I did them, and they helped, and guess what? They help other people too. So
exactly, manifested that exactly. So we have come on here twice now, I believe, maybe 3 times. Maybe when we're like, yeah, we should do another retreat, but twice now to be like, this is where we are in our process. Mm-hmm. So the very last time we left saying we want windows, and that's all we had. That is all we had. Yes. And that was last week.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So not only do we now have a date, because we have that date, we have a place, Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is very exciting. We'll keep the location exactly a surprise. But we have one. We have all that already worked out. And that we confirmed that yesterday at our 5 key, after our 5 keys.
Yes.
That we were like, okay, so from 4 p.m. yesterday to 3 p.m. today, right? We have come up with a logo, and I'm not saying we made any of this from scratch, right? We worked in ease, so the things that like stood out to us, got our attention, we went with. Mm-hmm. We have our logo. We have for our new name, right? Should we share the name?
Sure.
Okay. So it is Deep Roots Intuition Retreats.
Yay.
I got chills. I love it. So we could do a whole episode of what that means. Oh, and this is Marley. He wants to know that he's been working every step of the way.
Yes. You're my therapy puppy, aren't you, buddy?
One day he'll get to come with. Yes. So that is our name. It's very exciting. Yep. And then, so we agreed upon the logo yesterday, and then today I get a text of this amazing website, and I look at it, and I even think, oh no, someone else has our exact name. That's how shocked I was. But no, it was just Allison doing her thing, making this incredible website where I was like, I want to go to this. Oh my God, I want to go.
Pretty cool.
It is so cool.
And it's accurate. It isn't just like a bunch of like cool
Right.
words on a page.
Right.
It represents who we are, what we
Absolutely.
do, what we're offering, and why we're different than everyone else. We are not like everyone else.
Right. We're not gonna be down. We're not gonna have you sit down and be like, okay, these are the 4 steps. You have to follow them as commandments. No, everything is inspired within yourself. We are here to give you invitations or hold our vibration so that you can find yours wherever that may be for right now.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. That's how effortless it has been for us.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is I haven't told you but I bought something special for the retreat. I haven't even shared it with you yet.
Oh,
but I'm not going to share it now. It's still a surprise.
Is it?
It's not the drum. It's not the drum. I didn't invest
Right.
in a $2,000 drum overnight. Not some caution.
But it is an instrument.
But it is an instrument.
Okay.
And I'm already imagining in my head, and this is how intuition works, right? It gives you these ideas. First, they come in the form of ideas that feel really good and exciting. So I've got this idea. I'm already imagining us in this space with this instrument and how it calms and grounds and roots us into the space.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, I knew I needed it when I saw this thing, and I was like an instant, like, oh, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I want that. Like, I need that because it gives me a sensation of expansion, like you always talk about, spaciousness of calm, connectedness.
I love that. So you're not going to get to find out what that is unless you come to the retreat. So November 3rd to the 6th, mark it down because you're safe today.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. I'll get to know, right?
Yeah, you'll get to know. And also what's really cool is intuitive ideas come to us all the time. So another intuitive idea is I play the ukulele. Kaileen does the sound bowls. So how can we incorporate that? I've never seen anyone incorporate an instrument. They probably do, but I haven't seen that. An instrument with sound bowls.
Right.
We don't know how it's going to happen. But it's a cool idea to create.
Absolutely. I've seen it with like violins and stuff, that's actually how I learned. With
cool.
So like I am all about strings.
Okay.
I have a cello. One day I'll play it.
Okay.
In it.
Nice.
But this is exciting, right?
Yes.
This is something completely new that is developing.
Yes.
And so you saw that, right? So you used that clairsense to see it actually happen. I want to also point out that in this process of just being in flow. No, we're not going to do that right now.
Sound frequency now.
So in this process, last night, I don't even know if you looked at our document where I like put in all the things. Mm-hmm. Okay. But you definitely picked up on my vibration because you like put the things that I put on there. Yeah, I was like, like with the sound or the
we can teach you how to be intuitively tuned in because that's what that is. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So the frequency alchemy.
Yeah. So come with a business partner. If you've got a business partner who you want to not in tune with, who you want to be tuned in to their frequency intuitively, come.
Absolutely.
We'll demonstrate how to do that.
Or any kind of partner.
Yeah.
You could come with your spouse. You could come with anyone.
Yeah.
Intuition. Can work anywhere.
Absolutely.
It makes things so much more fun. So I thought you read that, but then at the same time I was like, I don't think she did. I didn't say like, hey, look at what I up.
No.
But in that, so in this stand of like being spacious and just seeing what comes in, like I was on Instagram and this thing Root and Rise came up and I was like, that's exactly what we're doing. And that's a thing that's already out there. I didn't have to invent the wheel.
Right.
That is now something that we are going to have a morning of Root and Rising, and like intuition can come from everywhere around you.
Yep.
You don't have to see it all, right? You don't have to just use your one clairsense. You don't have to know it all.
No.
You can literally just be like, spirit team, help me out.
Yep.
Point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
And there it was.
Your job is just to interpret the vibrations, whether it's sight related, like inner sight, kinesthetically through the body. I mean, that's really only your job is to receive.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. And when it boils down to like, how do you know? Follow your excitement.
Yeah. I mean, that's where you start. I was just doing an interview this morning with somebody. The guy has no no background with intuition. It was a book related thing. And
Oh, cool.
He's got no background in the spiritual world. He's like, how do you know? Like, how do you do this? I'm like, we just start with what feels the most exciting to you, because that is the communication from, I believe, communication from your higher self or some non-physical form of you, or communication from that. That is the signature of your authentic self. It is your core signature, and that's what excitement is, and that's why passion, and Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss, because that's the signature frequency of your authentic self, and how you know to move forward on an idea, on a vision, on a thought, on anything, you know?
Right. And also, that's kind of what's so valuable about having a partner, because you can bounce ideas off, right? Like, you might see something like, "Ooh, that's exciting," but then when you like actually bring it up and ask the question, you know if it
Right.
if it was just like, "Ooh, I'm having a reaction to something," like, that is cool, right? Things can be cool. It doesn't mean I'm necessarily excited about doing them myself. And that's why it's nice to have
Yeah.
a partner that you're in an intuitive relationship with.
Yep.
To, you know, I even do that with my husband all the time. I'm like, "Oh, let's dream up this, let's manifest this," right? And that's,
You know, I think part of the ease though that works with us is we're not locked into it has to be a certain way.
right.
I throw things out, you're like, nope.
Yeah.
You throw things out, I'm like, nope, or yes. There isn't a definitive have to be or should be a certain way, which is why it moves so quickly, because
Yes.
it can manifest in the way it's supposed to without it having to be something specific. Like, I might have a vision, but I'm open to it being completely
Right.
nothing like the vision.
And that's huge. You know, not saying like, I have to figure out what this looks like. Multiple times we both have said it's this or something that I can't even imagine.
Yep.
And that's perfect.
Yep. So if you're looking to develop your own process or retreat or business or thing that you're doing, and you want to know different ways to do that, you can do a couple things. Follow here. You can, we'll be going on my YouTube eventually.
Yeah.
You can follow me there. Follow us both. Come to Instagram. Follow us over there. Come to the retreat.
Yes.
Come to our classes.
Yes.
Come.
Yeah, we just had the 5 Qs yesterday, which was so much fun. One person did it for the second time, which was awesome to see, you know, what her
I think
view.
that was the third time.
Oh,
I think
it might
was.
have. You're right.
Yeah.
You might be right. And then one person was brand new, and it was so cool to see, you know, someone first time being asked these questions. Like, what is your definition of intuition? If you've never thought about that,
Yes.
here's an invitation.
Yep.
And then someone that's been working on it, and like where she is now. So that was
Right.
really cool. So there's the 5 keys. That's coming live in person in the
Chicagoland area.
Yeah, that's a
In July. So
Yes.
we're almost coming up in July now. So if you're in the Chicagoland area in July, we'll let you know where that's going to be in person. You can come. We're going to do it a walk. Hopefully, not going to.
Yeah.
If it's weather-wise, okay.
You never know what the weather's gonna be
Yeah.
like, so
Nope.
we don't claim to control the weather. We just talk with it. So I mean, I do. I talk to it sometimes. Come on, I really like we really want to go for a walk for
Right.
November. Guess what? There's going to be beautiful leaves,
Of course.
and it's going to be a nice, warmish, not weirdly warm.
No.
We don't want that, but like
Cool.
brisk. Yeah,
Brisk.
brisk.
Yeah. We're going to have a cool, brisk day for the walk.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. And then another thing that we do, like if you're like, oh, this retreat kind of sounds good, but like, how do they actually teach? Come to our circle. Come check us out.
Or just watch this video, because
This is it.
go
This
back
really is.
over the video and you'll get a very good idea of how we teach. There's no demand. There's
Right.
no, you know, hierarchy. There's an equality amongst the information and the technique and the time, and you know, it's play based. Really.
Absolutely. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
And the circle is also an option.
That's
It's a lot of
Of
fun.
course, you can come to the circle. Of course.
Which always happens the second Sunday in the month.
Yeah,
I almost just
you'll-
said in
you'll-
September, but no, it's every month.
You'll post the link below this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
That's
But
it.
yeah, that's it for now, right?
Pretty good.
Perfect. So that's where we are. You should probably see relatively soon when the landing page goes
Oh,
live.
yeah. No, it's-
So, you know, start looking at your calendar. Do those dates work for you? Can you travel to the Wisconsin area? We're close to 2 airports. We're strategically planned.
Yep.
So
yeah.
things are working.
Yep.
And until next time, have a great week.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'll have